Greetings. Everybody having a good August 1st? Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, chat with me a minute. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about what did she say? Coming after chosen ones causes paranormal activity and storms and things of that nature. I got to thinking, setting boundaries energetically and or otherwise, it's just really been a game changer. Can really be a game changer. Now, I know how they say you can't help everyone, and I mean, with a lot of what's going on, I would have to agree. You can't help everyone, but I've been thinking a lot lately. I do that a lot. I can remember when I was in California recovering from an injury, going where holistic remedies for humans is acceptable and united in the States. Anyway, I can remember I came across a gentleman all the time. His name was Gil. Gil was a cool guy. He was mentally disabled, mental retardation, mild, but enough. Yeah, homeless, capable, but homeless nonetheless. Yeah, and always needed help, and always needed medication. Never had his own medicine. He always needed his holistic remedy or help, a ride, da 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 da. And I would ask, man, aren't there any services available for you? Like, yeah, but I always mess it up. And I thought, well, I mean, it's understandable. A lot of people mess up a lot of things. It's just what it is. It says, is there anything that I can help you overcome so that you don't mess things up? Got any medicine? There's your problem, man. There's your problem right there. Dumpster. It's not a matter of you messing everything up when you go to seek help. It's a matter of you being messed up every time. Oh man, didn't like that. Didn't like that answer at all. And then I can remember how the INFJ uses the block button. It's what it is, man. Block, call. Hey man, hey, how's it going, man? And they talk about the INFJ ghosting people, or the INFJ door slam, and it having repercussions, reverberations throughout the universe. And I think about that all the time. I think about how long it was just persistent. Persistent, hey man. And it was like, there's only so much money that I have to take care of myself, and I have a place, and I can't take you to my place because you should, there's services available. There's this down here and there's that down there. I've messed all those up. And I'm like, well, I understand that, but I can't have you come to my place and mess it up. Well, you don't help retarded people. And I'm like, well, first, I've never even called you retarded. But anyway, okay. If that's how you think of yourself, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. And then listening to Tarot talking about setting boundaries and you can't help everyone, and all of the energies that is coming out in the Pisces read, you know, I always think about that guy. I'm like, yeah, am I doing the right thing by cutting them off? And I always think of him. And now you've got all of the Pisces tarot readers talking about leaving, just leaving them behind, cutting them off, cutting the karmic cords, letting it go. Okay, great. I can agree with that. Scrolling through this morning, and he was Asian, Hawaiian, something of that nature. Anyway, right after I made the last video, I went over to Google, and it seems Tropical Storm Gill. That's what it is. So I mean, what is that telling me? Is that telling me that once I'm able to finally make the decision that I did the right thing, that I was enabling, because that's been the energy in the cards. Pisces, you can't help these people. You might be enabling them. Okay, well, I can go with that. I can go with that. My question is with me just thinking about it 3 days ago and finally releasing and letting it go, and now it's a tropical storm for August 1st. What do you think the universe is trying to tell me? Because they're always going to say, the INFJ, you try to talk to these things, you think about something and then it manifests. And I'm not going to say that the guy was a tropical storm in my life. He was a tropical storm in everyone's life. Kind of like Hurricane Barbara. Lake Isabella earthquake. It's just what it is. But I just thought I would share that with you. And yes, I mean, it doesn't matter what you do. You can only help people as far as they will help themselves. And then when you stop helping them, well, then everyone they talk to, yeah, I know this guy that used to help. And then they would tell you, man, are you being mean to retarded people? When I don't even call him retarded. He said that. And you did too. That's what it is. Anyway, I thought I found that very interesting, that with all of that energy in the Pisces collective about letting it go, feeling the tropical storm that it caused in your life, and letting it go. And then wouldn't you know, we're starting off August 1st with Tropical Storm Gill. So there's one of two ways you can look at that. Did we let a tropical storm in our life go, and the universe is reflecting it? Because that's what they say. When you come after a chosen one, earth angel, star seed, whatever, someone who has done a DNA activation and raised their frequency, letting it go. But it was very interesting thinking about, setting boundaries, not enabling people. Every time I hear a Pisces reader say that, I think about that guy, right? He wasn't messing up every service. Yeah, they're going to try to attack. It's what they do. It's what they do. And then they'll end up being a hurricane. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. They're going to try to attack. Plenty of readers talking about that. It's just what it is. But I think about that. It wasn't that he messed up everyone that tried to help him. He was messed up everywhere that offered him help. Just thought I'd share that with you, though, Pisces. Now, did we have a premonition, him popping into our mind like 3 days ago? They want to be you can be whatever you want to be. I don't care what they want to be. You can be anything you want to be. Think about that. Did we predict the tropical storm 3 days before August 1st? Or did we let that go? And it became a tropical storm. Interesting concept, isn't it? It wouldn't matter. Gil was a tropical storm to the universe the same way Barbara was a hurricane. It's just what it is. Anyway, I'll let y'all mull that over, and I'll take the clip. I'll take the clip because the numbers are 80-mile-an-hour winds. The numbers are pretty significant. That's what it is. I'll put it over in the community page. But we do. I mean, we want to give a shout out to Gil. You know, I would like to apologize for not being able to give you the help that you so desperately needed, and going, months with, not even really making excuses, just giving the advice that you don't want to hear. I'm good at that. I'm good at telling you the things that you don't want to hear, thinking that you'll take the advice and things will change. 1111. Or you'll continue to be persistent and be a tropical storm, and then later on in life, wouldn't you know, we sit down in meditation thinking about how you can't help everyone, especially when it comes to healing. Think back to that moment about how the guy was a tropical storm in my life, because you couldn't overgive. You were now an evil, cruel person. That's what it is. So, I mean, I guess I'll be 5-star reviews and you'll be Tropical Storm Gil for August the 1st. I just found that pretty interesting. Chosen 144 talked about controlling the weather, whatever gift that is. However, claircognizant, clairsentient, clairvoyant, the whole spectrum of clairs, and tapping into abilities that we didn't know we had. That's what it is. Just find it interesting. You're in a meditation 3 days ago thinking about that specific moment. How could I have handled that better? You couldn't. Cutting off. INFJ door slam. Shutting it off. Letting them, oh God, I can't feed off of your energy anymore, since that's the energy harvesting, the obsession, whatever they're talking about. And you shut the door because there's obviously some addiction issues. So you shut the door to that situation, and then it pops back into your mind. Like 3 days ago in meditation, I'm like, no, you can't help everyone. They'll end up like a gill. They'll end up like a gill storm in your life, reminding everyone about how you've never helped them, how you never did anything, how you leave them stranded. How the hell you leave someone homeless stranded? Especially when you can't come to my place and invite you into my place, and then I have a tropical storm later down the road on August 1st that won't leave my place. No, it's just what it is. It's just what it is. Anyway, I thought I'd share that. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. That's what it is. I really don't care what people think anymore. I just don't. I do care how the universe reacts to you, and it's just what it is. It's just what it is. However, I found that pretty interesting to hear them talking about coming after chosen ones, earth angels, whatever. Chosen one before he said, when an earth angel calls judgment on their energy, the very air you breathe will be working against you. And it was about 3 days ago, at least. I was sitting around thinking about how you can't help everyone. The pathway to hell is paved with good intentions. I was mulling over on that. It's like, what does that really mean to me? The pathway to hell is paved with good intentions. Well, that's basically your light triggering demons and creating storms in your life. It was, however, thinking about moving forward and being in deep contemplation and meditation, old Gil popped into mind. Anyway, Interesting. Go over to the community page, check it out, and look at the numbers. The numbers are quite satisfying. Namaste.